past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by an exciting athlete. 4th overall pick of the draft out of Florida, Anthony Richardson.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next.
There he goes left side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that, but that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Taylor. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. From the gun, it's Taylor. 47 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 4. Now Richardson back to throw it. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line. His throw incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Keeps himself upright. Forced out to his left. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 in the first.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Taylor. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now Richardson. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force him into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. We got a good battle developing down around the goal line in the trenches.
We certainly do. They went fullback dive. He's going to ask for it again because he doesn't get many opportunities to carry the ball, so you know he's going to be determined. That might be the right call.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. Anthony Richardson with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Colts are on the board here first in the season opener. We saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go. His first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense.
Extra point. The gain is up and good. That's now a 7-yard gain. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. taken at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here are the Jags now set to get their first drive. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
The word is potential, potential, potential. Think about this guy from the time he was in high school, one of the top prospects going to college, coming out of college, mentioned as a generational type quarterback. He looks the part. Tall, big arm, surveys the field. It can take off and run when under duress.
They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Now Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. A tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Now Lawrence to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Returnable here from the 38. It's a net of 40 there. Punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Colts will go on offense here. 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Richardson to the air on 1st down. Pass out left, caught by Woods. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense play that big and early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Stiff-armed it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Gabe Neighbors taking it in from a yard out. And the Colts have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. It's now 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. First and 10, Taylor now. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Hey, we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers, but how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
Now Richardson, and he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here.
Extra point by Gaines, up and good. It's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On play action, Lawrence. That one complete downfield to Kirk. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
On first down, Lawrence. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Lawrence. Caught right side, Davis. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Here's Lawrence to throw. That is caught. And the Jags are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
illegal touching, offense.
Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just...
Touchdown! Gabriel Davis, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. On the return, it's Flowers. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. They go play action with Richardson. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. And right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And that will be incomplete. On fourth down, the Colts will call on Rigoberto Sanchez for the punt. It's taken to the 26. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, first and 10. At the 33-yard line. Lawrence going to fire it out wide, complete. And now the rookie's free. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards. They made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching, and how about how he's picked things up?
Picking things up in a big way with a big play in his NFL debut. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Another toe for ETN. Nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll run with ETN. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Lawrence will throw. Getting the football to Davis on an out route. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. The Jaguars on third down. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Patterson's kick is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
On the return, it's Flowers. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 64 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Richardson is going to keep it running right. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Richardson to throw off play action. Pass complete. He's got Wood streaking across the field. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Another completion there, and we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation, a top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him, the character of him. The key's going to be, will this team accept everything he brings to the game and adapt to it, not just necessarily plug him into something that he doesn't do well.
23 yards on the play. This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Richardson off the play fake. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
The toss here completed to Pittman. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 25 yards that time.
As much as we extol his route running and him as a pass catcher, he might be better with the ball in his hands. He did not want to go down there until he found the end zone. And while he didn't quite get there, he and his guys are set up near the goal line now. 1st and goal.
Yeah, Richardson yet again to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Gabe Nabers, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Colts are able to add on to that lead. And make it now a pair of touchdowns for the big man out of the backfield.
I'm not sure this was in the game plan, but boy, it's working to perfection. And I know one person has a big grin on his face now, and that's that big guy's found his way into the end zone twice in this game.
Extra point by Gaines, up and good. The lead is up to 18 now. The touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. The Jaguars back with it on offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On second down, Lawrence, a short throw there to Strange. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that is caught. It's Davis. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. That is incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. Touchdown, Jaguars. Gabriel Davis, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars get a bit closer. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On the return, it's Flowers. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retake center stage. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Richardson to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. ETN up the middle, and he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Richardson to the air on first down. A short throw pulled in by Woods. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Richardson. Pass complete downfield. It's Pierce. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Gay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
Well, you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get started up at Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland. And it's the Bengals who have the lead in the second quarter. Zach Moss, the lone touchdown there as he's cashed one in on the ground. We saw former rushing champ Jonathan Taylor be a big-time factor in that first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. On the return is Duvernay. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
On second down, run with Etienne. And Etienne going to have a Jags first down as he gets this up past the 40.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were in this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a fourth down.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Richardson on third and short. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And it's fielded at the 34. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Now Lawrence. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line.
Pay still managed to improve upon his rookie year with 6 sacks despite playing in only 12 games. Let's get this guy out there for a full 17. I'm pretty sure he can deliver well more than that.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as he'll be left with a 3rd and long. Now Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Indy set to go on offense once more. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can tend to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Play action. Now Richardson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Jaguars getting set to go. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do this thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
They go play action with Lawrence. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On the counter, Etienne. Past the 20. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, 46 yards. And the Jags are back within a score.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground. And he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Patterson now for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Richardson. Over the middle, into the hands of Woods. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. 1st and 10, it's Richardson. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Richardson on 2nd and 10. Tries the right side, finding Woods here. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Looking for Woods again, and he finds him. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 98 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A short throw pulled in by Woods. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Richardson looking to throw this. And his throw here is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Richardson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And Gay knocks this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So getting 3 on that drive, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, a field goal is going to be enough because, as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Back now in Indianapolis. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the fourth. Lawrence. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on the receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
On third down, Lawrence. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. On first down, Richardson. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Jags are right back in this football game. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll get that underneath ETN. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Straight ahead, ETN. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 95 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Second down and 4. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. A quick throw there is incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd and 4. Here's Lawrence. Screen play. Here's ETN. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Lawrence will throw. Fighting, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Dayo Odeyingbo able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Here's Logan Cook now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Colts taking the field again. Running back Jonathan Taylor at center stage.
He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
Now Richardson. And he's got Pierce.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a 1st down.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 9.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Colts on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10.
Richardson looking to throw.
And this is going to be incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on for the 5th time here today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield.
And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. And they're going to speed things up here.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
He'll buy some time right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Now Lawrence. He'll drop that underneath to Etienne.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Lawrence.
Fighting to stay upright. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete.
And bulldozing his way through.
He's still on his feet.
Touchdown, Jaguars.
Devin Duvernay.
69 yards.
And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
On third down, they're going to go with the option.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This is taken at the 18.
So here now, Lawrence and the Jaguars.
Down 34-31. Just over a minute 40 to play. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10.
And that's complete to Davis.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
2nd and 6 coming up. Back to throw, Lawrence. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like that there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
They've got 1 chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now as to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
And he is going to have the Jaguars first down as they find a way to convert there on 4th and 6.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Lawrence.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now Lawrence.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Need the big shot right there or not, because you've still got time to work some of the shorter stuff and try to get into field goal range. They did go for the big one there. It would have been nice, but it winds up incomplete.
Lawrence.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
No surprise, they try to throw the ball 4th down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
Well, a little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up,
Get
right?
your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone get your hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away.
Defense can't stop. That defense can't stop you. Make some good calls up there.
Down to a knee goes Richardson, and that should finish off this victory. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1, and to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Indianapolis, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Like, I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm like